Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. Now, when we last left off, we were down there over in the Forest of Fallen Giants, I think is what it's called. And we killed the ancient old giant, whatever he is, the last giant guy. So, I know it's been a while since our last episode. We've been having some technical difficulties for whatever reason. And Dark Souls 2 has always been like this. It does not want to let me connect with Draven. I don't know what it is about it, but it just hates us. It doesn't want to let us connect. So we tried connecting over in the Cardinal Tower, which is that tower right there, maybe? I feel like that's not right. I feel like that's too tall to be the Cardinal Tower. In any event, wherever the Cardinal Tower is, we tried to connect there, but it didn't work. So now we're going to go to Heide's Tower of Flame and try to connect there. So that's what this episode's going to be. I'm going to try and put a link in the description to his channel down below as well. And he also is going to do his perspective of getting to Heide, because we figured that, I mean, we have to go there to do this anyway, or we're going to try that. We don't know, if this doesn't work, we don't know what we're going to do to get it to connect. If anyone has any suggestions for making this let us connect easier, please feel free to comment. We need all the help we can get right now, because this just will not cooperate. Now, I did come down here before I thought to record, so this chest is open. It just contains a Crimson Parma and an Estus Flask Shard. So that's all that takes. That's I can't talk today, sorry. That's as far as I've been through this area so far. So without further ado, let us continue. I don't think there's anything up here. I've never actually came up this set of stairs before in my life. And there is something up here. This must just be to open the door. It closes on a timer. So if you're going the other way, that must be how you open it to get through, I guess. Oh, I actually did loot that corpse. He has just a broken thief's sword. I don't think he has anything else on him. I don't remember for sure. I was told recently that my voice oh god, those guys scare me. The Heide Knights are so creepy looking. They just sit there all weird, like all white. Look, we're like polar opposites. He's like all white and I'm wearing like all black. It's kind of funny actually. Anyway, I was told that I sound kind of dull and bummed out in my videos. Like I sound like I really don't want to be doing that. I mean, I sound like I really don't want to be recording. And that's not the way it's supposed to come off at all. I know you guys don't hear my actual voice, but I hear my actual voice. And my actual voice is a lot cheerier sounding. And I seem a lot more into it. And I really am into it, so I'm trying. I don't know if it's going to go well, but I'm trying to put more emotion and more oomph into my voice. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to kill this guy, because I really, really like to have their sword, and I want it. So I'm just going to start beating on him. Yay. Oh, ow. Easy boy. Yeah, he's kind of tough. I really don't want to be fighting him. I'm just trying to leave so I can heal. This guy is a little bit out of my league. Now this video, oops, that's not my, where's my staff? There's my staff. This video is only actually going to go to the first bonfire here, so it's going to be a real short one. I just wanted to show, you know, like getting over. I didn't get the sword either, which makes me really sad. I want that sword so bad. So I spent a little more time kind of walking around and talking aimlessly. I don't know how much time Draven's going to spend walking around and talking on his way over here. I didn't really feel the need to explain the course step by step as I walked it. I mean, it seemed pretty self-explanatory to me. There's not really any secrets. It's just basically you walk. So, again, I really would prefer that this was just like a blind playthrough, but it's more going to be like a themed walkthrough. Because, again, we both already know what we're doing. We know how to play the game. We know how to cheese the game. We know how to set stuff up. In fairness, though, I am attempting a build that I have never before tried in my life. I have never tried a full Dex Wizard. I've always done the exact same build, actually. And that build is, it always starts out, I'm like, ooh, wizards are strong. I want to be a wizard. And then it's like, ooh, I need a shield. So I get enough strength to wield a shield. And then I'm like, ooh, I like the sword. So then I get enough strength to wield the sword. And I always end up just building myself into a super soldier that has virtually, virtually no limits, if any limits, on what I can do to fight, if that makes sense. Like, I mean, I can do pretty much whatever I want on my other characters, because I have enough strength and dex to wield most swords, halberds, things like that, as well as enough endurance to have relatively heavy armor and stuff like that. I'm usually just pretty balanced, to be honest, except I do hard focus intelligence and faith over every other attribute usually, because I like hexing, because hexing is really strong. So we've reached the bonfire here. I killed both the Heide Knights. They do respawn, but they do not have a very high chance for dropping that what's it called? That sword of theirs, which I really like. It's a good sword. In case you guys don't know, this guy is supposed to be a full dex build mage, except I have soul arrows because those are the only spells I have right now. I actually want to focus weapon buffs, like dark weapon, resonant weapon, all of the magic weapons, sunlight blade, stuff like that, you know, like just weapon buffs, really. And then ideally I would have my little bandage dagger in my right hand there, followed by another bandage dagger in my left hand. And I know what you're saying, like, I can swing this back and forth just as fast as I can swing one then the other, except swinging one then the other is actually slightly faster, ever so slightly. It's not much, it's just like a couple of frames. But then I'm also going to have, because of course they're going to be both bandit daggers, so they're both going to inflict bleed. And then I'm going to have them upgraded fully plus infused with bleed for maximum bleed, because the cooldown on bleed I think is instantaneous, so I can just hit bleed over and over and just chunk enemies, because bleed does X percentage of your total health when it procs, I think. It might not be X percentage, it might just be X damage, but bleed is still pretty good to have, if you can be fast and furious with it anyway. So I think that's gonna cut it for this, that's gonna cut it for this episode. If you did enjoy the episode, which I'm sure you did, because I mean obviously it's fantastic, be sure to show the love with a like, subscribe to the channel for more daily content, and follow me on Twitter at @JustGoodWarrior for videos on when updates are gonna arrive. I do try to tweet out, I try not to spam people, but I try to just tweet out, you know, when videos come up. And for those of you that have been taking an interest in the Aru's Awakening, I tried to do like a really long special episode, but technical difficulties made that impossible. And now, for whatever reason, I'm unable to upload a couple of the video clips, and they're uploading out of order. So for those of you that are wondering about that, it's been technical difficulties, and I'm trying really hard to get that straightened out. So we're going to pause this here, and hopefully, we can pick up with Draven in the next episode here in a couple minutes. Hopefully.